to Dodger Media Online. I'm Logan Letzoff.
And I'm Margaret Merson, and it's
a great day to be a Dodger, isn't it?
Well, this is an
exciting week kicking off fall sports.
Why do you keep cutting me off?
No, I'm not. What are you talking about?
Yes, you are.
What are you talking about?
Whatever.
Our first story is on rage baiting, so let's see what Justin and Thomas have to say about it.
Rage bait is online content like a post, video, or comment that's designed to make people angry on purpose. It usually uses shocking, offensive, or extreme opinions to get emotional reactions. The goal isn't to start a real conversation, it's to get attention, comments, and shares. When people get mad and start arguing or replying, the post becomes more popular because the platform's algorithm sees all the activity and pushes it to more people. That means more clicks, more views, and more money to whoever posted it. We decided to try it on some teachers.
I'm here with Miss Ramos. All right. Do you wish, like, if you were like a somewhat good Spanish teacher, do you would you still be here?
I don't even know how to take that question.
Okay, I'll put it another way. If you were good at Spanish,
I'm not good at Spanish.
Would you still be here?
Me vas a decir que yo no sé hablar español. Tomás, no actúes así. Adiós. Ya, esta entrevista se terminó. Adiós.
I'm here with Mr. Gregory. What subject do you teach?
This year I teach anatomy and physiology, both honors section and enriched section, as well as college prep biology.
If you were good at like teaching that, would you
Wow.
Would you like
Wow.
still be here, or like would you be somewhere else?
I want to be sure I understand the question. Could you phrase that again?
Like if you were actually good at teaching.
So I'm not good at teaching is what you're saying.
Well, if you were like actually good.
So you're saying I'm not good at teaching. All right.
Would you like?
Next question.
Okay, maybe I was rage baiting you.
Thank you.
If that's rage baiting, then you know who else was rage baiting?
Who?
The Democrats were rage baiting the Republicans by refusing to reopen the government until they agreed to their terms. But then they agreed to reopen, and the Republicans never agreed to their terms.
Really?
Yeah, and that had a big impact on the airlines.
Flight delays and cancellations have been out of control.
Yeah, but I'm pretty bad at explaining the details. So let's watch this video made by Beckett and Evan.
Airline flight delays and cancellations have been a long-standing issue in America. Factors such as a lack of funding, outdated equipment, and staffing issues are considered to be the root of the problem for airline delays. In addition to these ongoing issues, the government shutdown has left many air traffic controllers without pay. Due to the economic concerns, many individuals in the flight industry have left their jobs to continue to be able to pay their bills. This leaves airports in increasingly dire conditions as controllers are working with no pay under extremely demanding circumstances. Many personal accounts detail 6-day work weeks, working up to 10-hour days, and having to deal with overtime. So far, over 3.2 million passengers have been impacted by delays or cancellations since this shutdown began. This is the longest shutdown ever and has lasted 43 days. The House of Representatives proposed a resolution 15 times, and 14 times the Republican-controlled Senate rejected to pass a resolution. As of November 12, 2025, following the Senate vote, President Trump signed a deal to end the government shutdown, being the longest one in history. The new deal is valid through the end of January. Whether the government agrees to renew the new deal is yet to be seen. Airline flight delays are expected to improve as funding returns, with lasting effects expected to end around Thanksgiving. However, lack of funding, poor equipment, and staffing issues remains to be the problem in the flight industry, and have yet to be fixed.
Oh, yeah, that was a much better explanation than what you said.
Sorry, my bad.
Speaking of politics, let's take a look at the video me and Bridget and I made on the new Democratic wave that hit on November 4th.
Hi, I'm Margaret Mercer.
Larson, and I'm with Dodger Media, and I'm with history teacher Mr. Murphy. Are you surprised by the results of the general election with many states going blue compared to the 2024 presidential election?
No, I'm not surprised.
Do you think these results might predict the next presidential election?
The momentum that the Democrats gained has been kind of immediately stifled by the government reopening, the government shutdown situation. The 8 Democrats that broke with the caucus has kind of taken the wind out of the sails of the Democrats' victory. So, you know, this early on, the Democrats losing steam, it by the time next year rolls around, there's going to be so many other events that happen. I don't think that this election will play a big role in next year's election.
Do you think Mikey Sherrill will be able to successfully help with the problems that New Jersey has?
It is good when we have multiple years of leadership being in one party in some regards. Some regards it's bad, some regards it's good. So in terms of like getting stuff done, I think that Cheryl will have an easier time than if she had been coming in with a Republican governor before, because she would have had to spend a lot more time, I guess, building the base, building support. I think she's coming into a good situation for, you know, to promote her agenda. So I do think that she'll be able to get a lot of stuff done. Yeah.
Do you believe were the major factors that led to these Democratic victories in the governor's races?
I mean, there's multiple factors. I think the biggest and most obvious is Trump. But I think it's more complex than that. I don't think that the Democratic victories were simply just a anti-Trump vote. But I do think that played a part in a lot of people's votes. I don't know. I think people just voted for the candidate that they wanted to vote for. And I think the Democrats ran good candidates. If they had run mediocre candidates or bad candidates, I don't think the anti-Trump sentiment is great enough for Democratic victories. So I think we have to give the candidates some credit too. They ran good campaigns. They were clear with their message. And regardless of, you know, how much people want to push back against Trump or Republicans in Virginia, New Jersey, and other states, I think that the candidates did a good job in promoting their own message. And it's regional, right? These are elections for governor of their state. So they ran on issues that were related to their state. So I think that had more to do with it than the national conversation.
Okay. Thank you. So interesting. The Democratic wave even hit Madison, with the majority voting Mikey Sherrill.
I don't want to talk about politics anymore. What's going on in Madison right now?
Well, this past weekend, the fall play, and they put on the show Blythe Spirit. Let's look at Callan Phillips' video about the show.
Can you tell us a little bit about this play?
Sure. So Blythe Spirit was written by Noel Coward. It is a show about a family living in the country in England around the 1940s. And a struggling writer, he's got writer's block, he's having trouble, so they decide to hire a psychic medium to try to get some energy going. And unfortunately, the energy that they get going is accidentally resurrecting his dead wife. And so there's a lot of conflict because the only person that can see his dead wife is him. So the people around him think he's nuts, he thinks he's nuts. She's there, meanwhile, against her will, saying, "What are you doing behind my back?" And hilarity ensues.
What are some things that you do before the show that help you get ready?
I'll speak for the production team. There's a lot of things that we have to plan in advance, thinking about the space, right? So the set needs to be built. We design the sets. We work with a designer in New York City who's fabulous. And he'll design the set. Mr. Fennell builds the set for us. And then while all of that is happening, the actors and the director will begin working in the book. And of course, the actors have to memorize the script. And then once the script is memorized, they start running it. They do something called blocking, which means that they get into the space and the director gives them cues about where to go, which they also have to memorize. And then once the book is memorized and the blocking is memorized, then they can start running it. And once they're able to start running it, we do something called cue to cue, which is where we incorporate the lights and the sound. Like, there's a lot of moving pieces that go into a live performance that you wouldn't expect. When you sit in the audience, it all just sort of comes together very fluidly.
What is your favorite thing about this play specifically?
I think my favorite thing in terms of the production, though, is the cast. Because the amount of work that the cast had to do for this show in particular, the memorization of the book, and then also embodying these characters and the energy that they need to maintain to be on the stage for the length of the show is outstanding.
How long have you been producing, and is there anything that you love about it?
This is my third year producing at Madison High School. But on the production side of things, I get to watch the director and the students have fun creatively, and am sort of not part of that creative process. So I get to do what the audience does, which is just witness a great show being put together, and I get to experience the surprise of like, oh, you're doing that with the lights? Oh, that's so cool. Oh, I love that effect. So I get these little like flickers of delight as I watch the show get put together while I'm in the back supporting the production in the way that I do.
Thank you so much.
Of course, thank you.
While we're on the topic of arts, did you see that the 2026 Grammy nominees dropped last week?
Really? I'm so excited to see who wins.
Let's send over to Bridget with more details on the story.
On November 7th, the Recording Academy officially announced the nominees for the 2026 Grammys. To be nominated, a song must be released between August 31st, 2024 and August 30th, 2025. This year's ceremony will take place on February 1st on CBS. Let's look at Scarlett and Logan's video to learn more.
We're here from Dodger Media, here to talk about the recently released 2026 Grammy nominations.
We've got a bunch of exciting new and talented contenders for Record of the Year, Album of the Year, and Song of the Year.
Some technical difficulties, so back to the desk.
Thank you, Bridget. I'm personally pulling for Kendrick Lamar.
I loved his Super Bowl performance. Way better than the Jonas Brothers during the World Series.
I agree. I was really hoping for the Blue Jays were going to take down the Dodgers, and now I'm sure they're going to spend more money during the free agency.
What is free agency?
I'm not even going to try and explain this one. Watch this video that Reagan, Amelia, and Sadie put together.
With the Los Angeles Dodgers winning the World Series for a second year in a row, the 2025 baseball season has come to an end. After the World Series, contracts expire for many players in Major League Baseball, with those players becoming free agents. When a player is a free agent, they have a right to decline or accept contracts. This year, some of the best players in the league are up for grabs. Here are the top free agents in the New Jersey area.
Frank Grisham is a center fielder for the New York Yankees. He only joined the team last year after signing on for $5 million in 2024. His projected future contract is $130 million over 5 years. The Yankees offered him a returning contract, but right now, it seems like he's going to reject it. His batting average may be below standard, coming in at a .218, but his patience allows him to frequently walk across the bases, scoring runs for the Yankees. Edwin Diaz is a closing pitcher for the New York Mets. His last contract was $102 million over 5 years, but now he's asking for $100 million. According to Newsweek, the Los Angeles Dodgers seem to be interested in taking him in. Diaz is one of the best pitchers currently available for free agency with a 38% strikeout rate. Mets fans are hoping to hold on to Diaz, but considering he chose to end his contract with the team 2 years early, chances of him returning are slim to none.
To sum it up, New Jersey fans might be saying goodbye to some of their favorite players as these three pros seem to be leaving. No free agents have signed with a new team yet, but it should be exciting to see where these players choose to go.
Interesting, right?
Yeah, but I'm more interested in our school sports. They have all had such an amazing fall season.
I know, it's been so amazing getting to take photos of them as they've won their sectional titles.
Yeah, it was so exciting to win counties and sectionals this year during field hockey.
It must have been. Let's take a look at Dylan and Ron's video about all the Dodger dominance.
Madison High School has had a very successful fall sports teams for the 2025 season, and they will continue to play throughout the next few weeks, aiming to become state champions. The football team rivals to Newark to take on Shabazz, the #1 seed in the sectional championship. The boys soccer team took down Bernards 2-0 yesterday in the sectional semifinal, and the girls volleyball team took down New Providence in the section final yesterday, meaning they become sectional champions. Now, the boys soccer team will look to take on Harrison in the sectional final, the same team that ended their season just a year ago. The girls soccer team will also move forward in the sectional final after beating West Essex by a score of 6-0, and the sectional final will take place on Saturday, November 15th against West Morris. The field hockey team just won the sectional finals against the Newton team that ended their season last year and beat them already in this season. Madison is making history with 5 fall sports teams all playing in the sectional finals and are 2 for 2 with the teams that have already played winning.
After the conclusion of every sectional championship, the Dodgers ended up going 4 for 5. The boys soccer team defeated Harrison by a score of 3-1, getting revenge from last year. The football team ended up losing a heartbreaker to Shabazz 26-16, but the score does not account for how close the game was. And finally, last but not least, the girls soccer team won against West Morris 2-0, winning the sectional final. So overall, 4 of the 5 fall sports teams that made the sectional finals won their rings.
And the win should continue. Boys soccer are playing West Milford in the state semis right now, and girls soccer heads to Ramsey tomorrow night for their shot at the state championship.
Well, then let's wrap this up and go watch that game.
Tune in next week for the next episode of It's a Great Day to be a Dodger. Once again, I'm Logan Latoff.
And I'm Margaret Merson, and it's
a great day to be a Dodger.